about 49 years ago when I first started volunteering. It was here before then. It was the original fire truck for the city of Gaston. And when the city got out of the fire business, they donated the truck or turned it over to the rural fire district, and the volunteers ended up with it to take care of and maintain. We used it for musters for 25 years, and we decided to give it to the fire museum to take care of it and whatnot, because it was the second rig that was built by Gloyd Hall equipment, which turned into Western States Fire Apparatus. It's not a showpiece by any means. It's not an American LaFrance or a Seagraves or something, but it is an engine that was built at the end of World War II that filled a desperate need for the cities to have fire equipment, and so we've brought it back home now, and it's in a bit of disrepair. It needs a paint job, needs some tender love and care, which the fellows are looking to do with it and get it painted up and get it back running and have it available for parades and for show and to help promote Gaston Fire.
Well, over the years, we've had all kinds of memories with it. Some of my first ones when I was a lot younger, and some of the younger fire people, a lot of them they'd fight fires, but they hadn't any classes or anything like that, and they'd do the best they could until they get their first volunteers.
Oh, until our paid staff come along, just here recently in the last couple of years. But but the old truck, we used to have the only all fire department van west of the Mississippi, according to Stan Parker from Albany Fire, who was big into keeping track of those sorts of things. And we actually loaded up on the back of the truck, and we must have had 10 or 12 of us back there at times playing Dixieland music was the big thing. John Harris, who was the band teacher at the school, was also a volunteer. So we would all gather and practice, and then we'd go to parades and play music through the parade, and then we were invited to Albany to play the national anthem for one of the very first musters that were held in the state of Oregon back in, I think it was 1977, and it was a big deal. You know, everybody had a good time with it.
Some of the people that were down here fighting fires had no idea exactly what they're doing except putting water on the other stuff.
We had a really dry summer, and we were out 3 or 4 or 5 times a day on fires, and we actually put hose and stuff on the old truck and got it ready so that we could fight fire, and with a hydrant at least in the city to try to protect, do something. And back in the day in 1963, one of our fire engines back then, I was just a little kid then, got wrecked, and it was the second engine out here most of the summer. The chief at that time, Ron, said his words were, "I sweat bullets all summer hoping we wouldn't have a major fire," because we were really going to be in trouble.
John got Mr. Harris, as most of us know, who had pump problems.
Oh, I see.
He put the pump in his car and drove it to the facility in Cornelius so that they could get it rebuilt for us to have the next morning.
Jeez. Hopefully we can find somebody that can help us out, and I'm sure we can.
I think I'll be there in the middle of it, probably.
Yeah. At least standing by as a observer and a supervisor. We look forward to that.